Your grace and integrity as a person and an artist further honed my co-creativity skills and instilled a trust that success can come elegantly and graciously. One would believe I live for my art. This is only the half of the truth. Just as important as my art, if not even more so, is my personal and professional relationships. I've come to realize that a relationship with others who are creative and ingenious is often more important to me than the actual finished piece of artwork. From my marriage to creating a piece of art with another, to my professional business partnerships, to serving a greater cause as a board member or trustee of nonprofit organizations are also extremely ripe areas in my life to be creative and look for solutions. I love to be in relationships with others and co-create in all its various dimensions, from the art to the ideals put to action. In many ways, I actually feel my art is my vehicle, the form, and all my relationships are the function to my life. I feel I derive more from living a fun, creative life with art than just doing the solo artist model. Starting with my family, my wife and I have been driven to have co-creative relationships in the creation of art and related business partnerships in the gem and jewelry industry. Every one of these relationships feeds me as much, if not more, than just creating another beautiful object. This chapter is about co-creativity in the creation of gemstone and jewelry with another, a tandem or team effort where the outcome is far greater than I could imagine or create on my own. Lawrence Stoller was my first real partner on this level of working and succeeding together as two artists coming together and creating something far greater than either of us could have done alone. Together, we taught each other so much on the art of co-creativity. Together, we learned the do's and don'ts to succeeding. Not only were we creating something that had never existed before in gem art, but simultaneously we struggled in partnership, faced each other down in loud, strong conversations, and both grew as individuals because of our partnership. We often joked with one another that as we chiseled away at the crystal, we were chiseling and polishing each other to become better, more balanced individuals. I know I am a better person and more evolved as a soul because of our joint partnership as co-artists over 11 years working together. Lawrence, you were my first guru to the art and principle of co-creating with another around art projects. But it was also more than just Lawrence and I together. Lawrence's wife and my wife were just as involved in this co-creative process. Though they did not do any of the actual work, they were constantly there keeping Lawrence's and my egos in check. Plus, they were definitely involved in many of the creative decisions that needed to be made during the process of cutting and the promotion after the completion of the particular pieces. Then along comes Ulay Pauli from Idar Oberstein, Germany, and our co-creation of the Visionary Artists. Here, for the first time, I've been told a second-generation master cameo carver is co-creating with an American with no tradition. We made a map where the unknown self-taught gem artist cross-fertilized with a trained master who had 500 years of tradition behind his upbringing. It was exciting and exhilarating, and we both share our deep gratitude and appreciation for what each of us brought to the table when it came to creating an art piece as well as managing the business side of it in partnership. Uli, your grace and integrity as a person and an artist further honed my co-creativity skills and instilled a trust that success can come elegantly and graciously. As like the relationship with Lawrence and his wife, both my wife and Uli's wife were there in full attendance to help guide and engage in the business decisions and give wisdom along the way. Again, another pair of couples co-creating around the art. One of the true facts is that the colored gemstone and jewelry business is full of mom and pop companies that in many ways drive our industry. And in both of my cases, it was not just about creating an art piece, but the process as a group and the spiritual base in which we all held as one was a powerful glue and catalyst for some amazing arts work. A depth of relationship one seeks often for fulfillment, we have managed to create and thrive on. Both with Ulay and Lawrence, I know I've grown and matured in ways I know I could never achieve as an individual artist working in solitude. Plus, it's just too darn fun doing it with another. The general theme over the centuries is that a jewelry designer will purchase a gemstone from a dealer, never really knowing the creator of the stone. They buy it because they are inspired by what they see in that dealer's inventory, never knowing or being able to discuss the piece with the creator of that gemstone. What is different here is I have a direct and very personal relationship with the designer, often before, during, and after they have completed their work. I have stated previously that in most cases, my artwork is half completed. In this, I mean I do a gem art piece, keeping in mind a designer needs to come by and be inspired to co-create with my work. I have to leave room for another to see something more and not just a standalone art piece to be placed on some mantle or framed. For me, this is exciting in that I get to leave a bit of magic and mystery with so many of my gemstone carvings to inspire to see more than what's there before their eyes. I'm so deeply grateful to the many co-creative jewelry designers I worked with over these many decades. In this chapter, I will focus on 7 jewelry designers I have co-created with and feel best express this sense of something more because of our joint creation. With each individual, the process is unique and different in that we are all very different people with unique styles and processes in which we create. Our co-creative process is unique to each of our relationships with each other. The end results will reflect how the same gemstone carving can be seen uniquely with each of these artists and the outcome original to each of theirs and my styles in combination with one another. In this chapter, I share with you my insights of working individually with each of them. I have also asked each of the 7 to write something from their vantage point, what it is like to co-create with my carvings and gemstones and to work in tandem as a co-creative team. The 7 I have invited are